Climax.
Bad Company 2 is an action-packed FPS shooter that brings creativity and new innovation into the FPS field. Today I'll be doing a review on the multiplayer elements of the game, as I actually haven't been bothered to finish the campaign. The multiplayer of Bad Company 2 can be described in one word: amazing. Obviously DICE put most of their work into the multiplayer, much like what Infinity Ward did with Modern Warfare 2 to make the multiplayer stand out against all other FPS titles at the moment. First off, the classes in the game are Assault, Engineer, Medic, and Recon. Each of these classes are useful to the field, and if you are coordinated and use teamwork, you can have an unstoppable squad. This brings me down to the first thing I want to talk about, the teamwork. This game heavily emphasizes teamwork through the use of squads, 4-man teams that are part of the bigger Russian or US army. In the squads, you can spawn on each other, which opens up new tactic options and better teamwork. One example of teamwork that you can use in the game is that your entire squad could get into a Black Hawk helicopter, then the pilot drop the assault and medic behind enemy lines, then take the recon to the high ground to spot enemies for the ground team while the pilot provides support. There is room for creativity, however. One trick, for example, that players have discovered is to cover a UAV helicopter with C4, someone to fly it into another helicopter or tank and then blow the C4. This would bring me to the next part of the multiplayer, vehicles. Where would a Battlefield game be without vehicles? This part of Bad Company 2 makes the game stand out from other shooters such as Modern Warfare 2. None of the vehicles in the game are overpowered, they all balance very well like everything else in the game, and they bring a tactical advantage into the fray. There is 15 land, sea and air vehicles in the game to choose from, and if you use vehicles a lot, you will unlock special perks for using a vehicle, such as increased armor or damage. Each class gets quite a few different weapons to unlock or choose from, with a total of 46 weapons in the game. Also, if you use a certain class a lot, you will unlock specifications and gadgets for that class. For example, as a medic, you will unlock the health pack, which you can put down to heal people, or defibrillators, which you can shock people back to life. There is a total of 15 gadgets and 13 character specializations you can use in the game, with a massive total of 15,000 plus kit variations. Another feature of the game is a massive one: realism. In Bad Company 2, you can blow up and destroy every single thing in the game. All the environment is destructible, and again that brings new possibilities to a defense and attack. Wall in your way? Why don't you just blow the shit out of it? In the normal multiplayer, it can be hard to kill people at times, and so DICE brought out the hardcore mode. Much like MW's2 hardcore, you don't have a hard crosshair and it's easier to kill people. Finally, there isn't many game modes, but the modes that they do have are very fun. They are Conquest, basically an objective capture with 3 flags; Rush, you gotta destroy the objective if you're attack, and defend it if you're defense; and Squad Deathmatch. In 4-man squads duke it out on a smaller map for the most kills. Also, one other thing is that the maps in this game are massive. They are just so big. It's a 32 player map, and they are just really, really, really big. Now onto the cons of the game. I didn't find many cons inside the actual multiplayer itself, but DICE has a terrible server browsing system. There is no filter for countries, and so us Australians have trouble finding servers, and I also have problems that all the servers do not show ping. One thing that I found that actually works to find servers though is that the friend either searching Aussie or Oz in the game search, this brings up all the servers with Oz or Aussie in their names. So that means you get a good ping Australian server, which is nice. Another thing, the friends list is very bugged at the moment. I can't add anyone, or they can't add me. It's the same with everyone, I think, and they're thinking of a patch. No, they're bringing out a patch, but I'm not sure. Other than that, there isn't really any other cons I can think of. Overall, Bad Company 2 is a great multiplayer FPS that brings new standards onto the FPS field. In my opinion, it rolls Modern Warfare 2. If you are someone who likes teamwork and strategy, this is definitely the game for you. If, on the other hand, you're one of the whiny little kids who only like playing free-for-all in Modern Warfare 2 and then complaining about the OP weapons when you die in the game, this is not the one for you. Anyway, Bad Company 2 is a great shooter that is worth the money, and even more so if you have some friends just share a squad with you. I gave it a gameplay 9.5 out of 10, sound 9 out of 10, and visuals 9 out of 10. I know I didn't really talk about the sound and visuals as the review would be too long, but they are both awesome. Like, for example, the gun sounds actually sound like real weapons, which is pretty sick. Alright, yeah, see ya, subscribe for more, thanks, bye.